If you are drowning in debt right now and someone told you bankruptcy could help, they were probably right. But picking the wrong type of bankruptcy could cost you your home, your car, or years of your income. So let us make sure you pick the right one. Hi, I'm Sean Quinlan. Welcome back. Today we are breaking down Chapter 7 versus Chapter 13 bankruptcy. These are the two most common options for people dealing with serious debt. Both can help, but they work in completely different ways. By the end of this video, you will know exactly which one may fit your situation. Let us start simple. First, what is bankruptcy? Let us start from the very beginning. Bankruptcy is a legal process that helps people who cannot pay their debts get some form of relief. It does not mean you failed. It does not mean you are a bad person. It simply means your financial situation has reached a point where the law offers you a structured way out. Now, there are different types of bankruptcy. For regular individuals and families, the two most common ones are Chapter 7 and Chapter 13. People hear these names and immediately ask, which one is better? The honest answer is, neither one is better than the other. They are just built for different situations. Think of it this way. A scalpel and a cast are both medical tools, but a doctor would never use a cast to do surgery and would never use a scalpel to fix a broken bone. Each tool fits a specific problem. Chapter 7 and Chapter 13 work the same way. Let us look at each one clearly. What is Chapter 7? Chapter 7 is often called the Fresh Start Bankruptcy. Here's how it works in simple terms. You file for Chapter 7 and the court steps in. Most of your unsecured debts, things like credit card balances, medical bills, personal loans, and old utility bills, can be legally wiped out completely. Gone. You do not pay them back. The whole process typically takes around 4 to 6 months from start to finish. It is relatively fast compared to other legal processes. There is one main meeting you attend called a 341 meeting, where a trustee asks you some basic questions about your finances. It usually takes less than 10 minutes. After that, once the court issues your discharge order, those debts are legally eliminated. So, who is Chapter 7 built for? It is generally built for people who have a modest income, do not own a lot of valuable property, and are carrying large amounts of unsecured debt they simply cannot pay back. The means test for Chapter 7. Here is one important thing to know about Chapter 7. You cannot just choose it. You have to qualify for it. The federal government uses something called the means test to decide if you are eligible. The means test looks at your household income over the past 6 months and compares it to the median or average income for a household of your size in your state. If your income is below that median, you likely pass the test and can file Chapter 7. If your income is above the median, the test goes deeper. It looks at your necessary living expenses to see how much money you actually have left over after covering the basics. If you do not have much left over after expenses, you may still qualify for Chapter 7. But if the numbers show you have a significant amount of disposable income, money left over after essential costs, you may not qualify for Chapter 7 and may be directed toward Chapter 13 instead. This is why getting proper legal guidance matters. The numbers need to be calculated correctly. What is Chapter 13? Now let us look at Chapter 13. Chapter 13 works very differently from Chapter 7. Instead of wiping out your debt quickly, Chapter 13 creates a structured repayment plan that lasts between 3 and 5 years. You make one monthly payment to a court-appointed trustee. That trustee then distributes the money to your creditors according to a legal plan. At first, this might sound worse. Why would anyone choose a 5-year plan over a 4-month discharge? The answer is because Chapter 13 can do things Chapter 7 simply cannot, and for certain situations, those things matter enormously. 3 big reasons to choose Chapter 13. Reason 1. Saving your home. If you have fallen behind on your mortgage payments and the bank has started foreclosure proceedings, Chapter 7 can only slow that process down temporarily, but Chapter 13 can stop it completely and give you up to 5 years to catch up on all those missed payments. While you are in the Chapter 13 plan, the bank cannot take your home as long as you keep making your plan payments. For families who want to stay in their home, this may be the most important benefit of Chapter 13. Reason 2. Keeping property you would lose in Chapter 7. In a Chapter 7, if you own property that is worth more than your legal exemption limits, like a second property, an investment, or a valuable item, the trustee may be able to sell it to pay your creditors. In Chapter 13, you keep everything. All of your property stays with you. You simply pay your creditors an amount equal to the value of that property through your monthly plan. Reason 3. Handling debts that cannot be wiped out. Some debts cannot be eliminated in any bankruptcy. Recent income taxes, child support arrears, certain government fines. Chapter 13 allows you to take those debts and spread them out into a manageable 5-year payment plan. During that time, those creditors cannot garnish your wages or take legal action against you. This can bring significant breathing room to people dealing with government debts that feel impossible to handle all at once. By the way, if you are watching this and wondering which of these situations sounds more like yours, drop a comment below. It genuinely helps to hear what people are going through. A simple side-by-side comparison. Let us put it side by side so it is easy to see. Chapter 7 takes 4 to 6 months. Wipes out most unsecured debt completely. You need to pass the means test. You may risk losing property that exceeds your legal exemptions. Best for people with lower income and mostly unsecured debt like credit cards and medical bills. Chapter 13 takes 3 to 5 years. You repay a portion of your debt through a monthly plan. You need a stable, regular income to qualify. You keep all of your property. Best for homeowners behind on their mortgage, people with higher incomes, or people with valuable assets they want to protect. Neither one is worse. They just fit different circumstances. How do you know which one fits you? Here is the honest truth. You probably cannot figure this out accurately on your own from an internet search. Every person's situation is different. Your income, your household size, your assets, your type of debt, your state-specific exemption laws, all of these things affect which chapter is right for you. What you can do right now is this. Start gathering some basic information. Look at your monthly income. Make a list of your debts and what type they are. Write down what you own and what it may be worth. Then speak with a qualified bankruptcy attorney. Many offer free initial consultations. A professional can run the actual means test numbers for your situation and tell you clearly which chapter you may qualify for and which one makes more practical sense. Choosing without proper guidance can lead to mistakes that are expensive and difficult to fix later. This video gives you the foundation, but for your specific situation, professional advice is genuinely worth it. If this video made bankruptcy feel a little less confusing and a little more understandable, please give it a like. It helps this channel reach more people who are searching for clear answers on this topic. The next video covers what actually happens to your credit score after bankruptcy and how long the recovery process realistically takes. Subscribe so you do not miss it. Thanks for watching. Take care of yourself. See you in the next one.